Hey guys, today we're going to be unboxing a lot of my Funkos because we're learning about the importance of impermanence. That is a joke, but we are unboxing things. Largely just because you only live once, so I don't want to keep these guys locked up forever. So I'm hoping maybe it'll be a little therapeutic. We're gonna start with James Madison just because I have no plan. Also, to warn you, there are people in the background that would be my stepdad and my mom. They're being pretty loud tonight. I can't really do anything about it. Sorry, I will cut out what I can and either record over what I can't save or put music or something over it. Sorry in advance, but I will do what I can to save it. Anyways, starting with James Madison. Not the one I'm most excited to open, but still decently excited. My partner's mom got me this a couple of years ago for Christmas. Got us matching ones. Some of them I am probably going to be keeping out of the box, but I don't know if I plan on doing that with all of them. I just kind of want to show them off, talk about them a little bit maybe. I really like how he looks. If you're able to look at his papers, I don't know if my camera will pick it up well enough. It has maybe, no, that's looking like a no. It has observations of Alexander Hamilton. So I think it's Reynolds pamphlet. A lot of these letters are too small to read or are just, I think, totally illegible as just little dots. He looks really cool. He's pretty sturdy from what I'm aware because my partner has them out. And he's taken a tumble quite a few times. I really like the texture on his hair. It's very nice. Just gonna put this back in here. There we go. I'm recording this because this is kind of like a birthday video. I'm not even looking, I'm just grabbing, so there's no bias here. Got Todoroki. I got him a couple years ago from my brother for either Christmas or my birthday. I can't remember which one. Let me sit down so you guys can see my face a little bit better here. And also so my legs don't totally fall asleep on me. He's in his UA outfit. This is him in the sports festival. This looks, I don't know if they get this specific, but this is definitely when he's fighting Deku, and it's your quirk, not his! And then he pops off. So this looks pretty cool. Let's get it open. If you guys are wondering why I'm recording this kind of video, because this is not my kind of thing, although, you know, I am all over the place. It's because my birthday is coming up pretty soon, and with another year of life having passed, I wanted to change something. This is just a birthday video, because I have another video coming up. It's going to be talking about Kung Fu Panda 2 and Gachi Akira. So this is just my filler video, basically, something small, short, and quick. I don't know how short it's really going to be, but easy to edit, at least. He looks really cool. He has fire, coming off of the side of his head. He has fire and ice all over him. It's so cool. I really like his boots. I kind of wish that they had spikes on the bottom of them, because his shoes do have spikes, although I know I might be asking for a little bit much from Funko here, but yeah, they have spikes because they're ice shoes, so that he's able to run on it, like we see him do in Season 2. I forget that their heads are able to turn. Guess I'll probably show you that with James Madison here in a second, but he looks so cool. Fire, if I may. James Madison here. I'm not sure how well you guys can hear me. I'm bringing this down closer to me, if I can. I believe it swivels. Yes, it does. I don't know if they all swivel or not. I'm not a Funko connoisseur. I just happen to have a lot of them because people gift them to me. Let's see. Who should we do next? Gotta put this away. I'm probably gonna leave the Todoroki one out. He looks so cool. Alright, next up, we got Aizawa. I'm pretty excited for him. I really like him. Most of these are characters that I have said were my favorite. Todoroki wasn't one that I had listed at the time, I don't think. At least I don't recall listing him. I've got a couple back here that you will see. I'll probably point it out when they come here, but I have a couple more My Hero characters, and there are a few of my favorites. Aizawa was one of the ones I believe I had listed as one of my favorites at the time, which is completely fair. I don't know if I would say that so much about him anymore, but he's really cool. The texture on his hair here is so nice. If you can see that. Yeah, and I really like how his scarf is kind of floating around him. like it does when he's using his powers. Unfortunately, he's not using his power, but I'm assuming he's just supposed to be in the middle of pulling it out because he does have his hand in his pocket here, which he doesn't usually when he uses it, so his hair texture is very nice. I like how much it comes up right here to show the parting of his bangs. His little facial hair, and he looks very peeved, if I do say so myself. Very nice. He's nonchalant. I like his belt. It comes out really good. He's so cool. Oh, and yes, the swivel. Disapproving. He has much practice with this movement. Alrighty. Tuck it right in there. I'm trying to be careful with most of the boxes, at least a little bit, because although I don't care about keeping them in too good of shape as much as I do the figures, it's still just nice to keep them in shape. We got Tokoyami, Little Birdman. I'm pretty excited to see Dark Shadow outside of the box, to be honest. A bit more than I am Tokoyami himself. Sorry, bro, but your quirk is cooler than me. Oh, this one pops open, unlike the others. He's very smooth. I bet you can tell just by looking at him. Dark Shadow is not, however. Sorry, getting real personal with you guys now. I kind of imagined that he would be, when I initially watched the show. I don't really know why he's made of shadows, which, I don't know, a lot of people draw them scratchy. He's a lot more purple than they show him in the show a lot of the time. You gotta do what you gotta do to make the colors pop for a Funko. Funko Pop. Very nice. I don't really have much else to say. His beak curves down quite far. I don't know if you can... I wish that Dark Shadow's eyes weren't as circular as they are. I wish they were a bit closer to Tokoyami's like they usually are in the show, but outside of that, it's pretty cool. He's kind of hitting like a power stance. I'm not sure what season Tokoyami this is. A lot of these are from a while ago, but I'm just taking my guesses based off of what stance they're in, what costume they're in. I'm not putting the plastic back in here, to be honest. That's a little bit too much effort for this one. Too many 5 seconds wasted. I'm pretty excited about this next one. We are moving away from the My Hero collection for a little bit. We got my OG Foxy. He's been my favorite since the very first game came out. I am a lifelong fan of this series. It's crazy. Put on up before. Worried about getting his ears or his hook or something caught. Sorry, Foxy, I'm actually gonna have to set you aside immediately because I forgot to do a swivel on Tokoyami. Does he stand? Bro, you guys can watch him for me. Perfect. Cool. Stay. His head also, yes, most certainly swivels. Must you really? That's season 2 quote. Then up next, Foxy the Pirate. He's the only one I'm really gonna show the box of because I just like the little details that they have on the side of it. I like the Celebrate poster. It's cool. Foxy himself is looking very nice. I like all of the details for the withered parts of him, the parts of him that have been torn away. It looks really nice. I like the freckles. I think they got the correct amount. Oh, my cat is emerging from underneath my bed. Hi Cal, how are you doing? I really like how his hook looks as well. I'm worried about it breaking if he falls. I think they got his toe amount correct. I'm pretty sure it's gonna have 2 Foxy, that is 3. He should have 2, I think. I could be wrong. MatPat, please do not be disappointed in me. I also really like how they did his hair tufts. A lot of people don't draw him with them properly. I try to, but the majority of people don't, and that bugs me. I also kind of wish his eye was yellow, but outside of that, I really like how he looks and he's really cute. No, the head swivel. Arg, matey. Never underestimate the cunning of a pirate. Next up, we got a little baby one. This one's not even technically Funko, I don't think. It is a Nickelodeon product. Is this Chibi? Yeah. Spelled C-H-E-E-B-E-E. Callie, please don't win the audience. Yeah, he looks really cool so far. I'm excited to take him out. Raphael is my favorite of the Ninja Turtles, personally. He has been since I was a kid. When I was a kid, I wasn't into the Ninja Turtles. I had seen some of the 2012 series and was just not interested. Oh, there's stuff inside, so we're gonna go through that before we get to the main event here. There's not really much. At the bottom of the box, there is, yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the logo, which is kind of cool. And then it's got, like, the orange inside with the bricks. And then, yeah, there's a Raphael little card, which is kind of cool. On the back of it, you can read that if you want, if the camera will focus enough for you to. Raph, as a hot-headed red, Raphael is impulsive and is always ready to bash some baddies. Me too, bro. He thinks with his fists and his sigh. He's usually the one to leap into action, and it's nearly impossible to get him to back down. Pretty accurate for most of them. I like the little other chibis. I would get them if somebody got them for me, but I'm not gonna go and spend money on them personally. I know, fake fan, fake fan. Let's get him out. I'm so worried about breaking him, especially because he has a little sigh on him. This seems to take more after the 1987 iteration, maybe a bit of the 2012 iteration with the eyes. Looks pretty cool. He's got a sigh holder on the back of him. I like his knee pads as well and his elbow pads. He's got pretty short, shoot, I can't really think of the word I want. Pretty short strings, like in the back of his bandana. Personally, I like them a little bit longer, but it's still fine, obviously. Pretty nice. Don't got much to say. Angry boy. My partner got me that one. I realized I haven't been talking about where some of these last few came from. Let's see if I can remember all of them. I got Foxy pretty recently for this last Christmas. My mom got it for me. Either her or my stepdad, one of the two. Sorry, I can't remember right now. I think it was my stepdad, but they kind of give gifts in tandem, so. Callie wants out, I'll be right back. She's gotten really good. I have this little, like, line toy thing that hangs off of my door handle. My door handle, yep. Yeah, the intention is for them to, like, swat at it and play with it. I intended to teach them to use the line thing at my door so that they would ask to be let in that way, because, yeah, I can kind of hear them scratching at my door when they do that. She used it that time, because I just recently hung it back up because the cats had knocked it down, or one of the dogs had come and gotten it. But hallelujah, don't scratch my door up, please. Next, on the opposite end of the spectrum, I'm gonna go with one of the bigger ones that I've got. It's the only big one, actually. I need scissors. Of course, the big one would be the first one to demand scissors. I'm really hoping I don't damage the box too much, but that is the lesson we're learning, is to let it go. I have 21 Pilots stuck in my head. I don't even know what song it is right now. Alright, there we go, we finally got this open. I just got this at Walmart, it was like 20 bucks. Maybe, I don't remember. That's my first guesstimate, so take it and run with it. Okay, bro. I'm gonna show you. He landed in an upright position, so he's ready, bro. There's not really much to show off with him. The Raph's head turn. It does not look like it, and I'm not going to risk it. He's just cute. There's not really much else to say. Look at him. He's my favorite Pokemon. He's got cute little paws. Got little beans. He's got a silly face. He's got silly ears. Every Pokemon is somebody's favorite. And this little boy happens to be mine. I'm probably gonna put him on my desk, or I'll put him in my background so you guys can continue seeing him in videos. A little bit of a paint smudge on him. I don't know if you can really see. To be honest, the camera might wash it out, but yeah, for the most part, he's fine. He looks really nice. Very clean. Very good paint job. Very nice. 10 out of 10 round Snorlax. He's definitely not going back in the box. Okay. Actually, I am gonna pick this one. I want to end with some of the ones that I know I'm gonna like a little bit more. I was really excited for the Snorlax one, so maybe I should have saved him. But we got Michelangelo. Mikey is, unfortunately, for a lot of people, my least favorite of the turtles. I really, in some iterations, he's batting it out with Donatello, but I really like Rise Donnie, so he does a lot of heavy lifting for the others, lacking so heavily. Mikey is just a party dude a lot of the time. I don't actually think that. Don't quote me. He's silly. He looks really cool. I like that they gave him freckles, kind of like 2012 Mikey. I like his nunchucks being here. I like the brown on the arm, the elbow and knee pads, as opposed to the color like we saw on one of the other ones on the Raphael small one. Them being colored can be nice, but I personally prefer a more muted or neutral color tone, so this is very pleasant to look at for me. The orange as well is not too bright, same as the green on him. I like how gooey the pizza looks, and I like that you can see his teeth. It's real silly. I do know where I got this one. I don't know if I should turn his head. He has the pizza connected to his mouth, so that just seems unsafe to me, honestly. Like, it seems like they got the mechanism, but I'm not testing this one out, guys. Sorry. This one I got from my little brother. He got it for me either for my birthday or just like as a random gift, I think. Yeah, he looks pretty cool. I'll probably keep him out as well. My thought with a lot of these is also I'm not going to be selling them, and if I am, it's not going to be anytime soon. I don't plan to sell them for profit. If I do, it's just because I need to get rid of some stuff. But I really like them, so I don't plan to anytime soon. Oh, actually, I do want to show off the box here as well. I like the different colors in the background. Yeah, it's just like the sewer. It's nice. Next up, we got Twice. He's one of my favorite villains from My Hero. I just really like him. He's cool. His power is really cool, especially after Sadman's parade. He's so OP, dude. He's so cool, and he's so sad, my poor boy. He's got his measuring tape out here, which also actually doubles as a, like, blade, I'm pretty sure. It's got, like, a sharp edge to it, which is pretty cool, so he's able to use it for a weapon as well as being able to use it to copy things with his quirk. I like the silly expression that he's got on. He's got the rock expression. His mask looks real good. It's a little buffed here, but aside of that, he's got ear divots, which is silly. I didn't realize that he had those before taking him out of the box, because you can't really see them when he's just head on. But they're definitely there. You can't ignore them. Buns of steel. I really like the red and green that they used on his, like, I don't really know what to call that, the thing on his wrist that holds his measuring tape. It looks really nice. I like how the, like, gray design that's on his front looks. Yeah, he looks really cool. Water break. We got another Raphael. He's looking really cool. They got, I guess I was just full on lying earlier when I said that I wasn't gonna want to show off any of the other boxes. Damn. Sorry, guys. Got 1984 Raphael from the OG comics, because that's the iteration that this is. That's why his mask is actually shadowed the way it is. I think you'll be able to see it better once we get into it. But yeah, it's supposed to look kind of like the OG comics since they were just black and white. Honestly, if they wanted, they could just change the weapons, and they could kind of make this any one of the turtles, because they all had red masks initially, which I assume you probably know if you're watching, but who knows. He looks really good. I really like how his size look. They're a bit wider than the other ones were depicted, which I prefer personally. I think it looks a bit more like actual ones. You can see more what I was talking about, especially on the back here, which I've not been able to see before, which is really cool. This is, yeah, he's just like inked out. That's so sick. I really like how it, yeah, wraps around him, comes on his mask. The shine on him is also very nice. It's just very satisfying. The red is a very good pick. I like how on his bandana, the red still sticks out a little bit, but for the most part, it's enveloped. Same with his feet. Bro looks like he was in Bendy in the ink machine. He's getting taken over. Bye-bye, Henry. But yeah, he's really cool. His knee pads, his elbow pads. He does have elbow pads, but it's not really on his elbow. It's kind of above it. My finger's on his elbow, and now it's on the elbow pad. Oh, actually, you know, I was kind of right on the money with they could change around the weapon, and they could just call it any one of the other ones. Look at that. That's basically what they did. Maybe I should be giving these guys, like, rankings. Not like 1 through 10. Well, out of 10, more so is what I'm thinking. Foxy is maybe, he's a 9. He's pretty good, pretty accurate. The Raphael one I think is really cool. It's probably a 9.8. It's probably one of my favorites so far. Snorlax, very simplistic. Don't really think there's anything else that they could do to make him look better. These are all based off of like Funko adjacent ratings. I'm not doing this based off of like any ratings because that would be a little unfair. A 9 out of 10. Like I said, pretty simplistic. Not much else that they could have done without moving it into a different type of figurine category. Tokoyami is pretty alright. He's like a 7. He's okay. Maybe a 6, 6.5. He was alright. Not the best. Todoroki's really cool. He's probably a 7.5 to 8 right now. James Madison is an 8, 7.5, I think. Yeah, 7.5, because I really like the details on the papers. Aizawa, I really like his facial hair and stuff, so, and his hair, so he's another 8.5. Mikey is very good to look at. I feel like I'm being a little too nice to all of them, but I can't be cruel to just him, so he's a 7.8, 8.2. We'll give him an 8.2 because I really like how he looks, but not my favorite character. Twice is a 7.2. He's kind of boring, to be honest. There's not much to look at, but it's Twice, so he's cool. And the mini Raphael is a 6.5. Nothing special. He looks kind of goofy. We got one guy left. My boy, Kirishima. He's one of my favorite characters in My Hero. Bakugo is my absolute favorite. I know, funny, I don't have any of him. I really want to get a Bakugo Funko though, if I can. Alright, my son. I really like how his hair looks. I like his scar, too. I like how they got the R on him. The color of his feet are pretty nice. His hair color is also very nice. The texture is really nice to touch and very cool to look at. Oh, I haven't been doing the swivel heads. Uh-oh. His mask is very cool. I like how they show that it wraps around the back of his head because they don't show that very often in the show, so it's just nice to be able to see for once. His scar? I don't know if you guys can really see his scar at all on the video, but it's there above it. I think you might be able to see it a tiny bit right there. Sorry, my nails are kind of dirty. I gave him eyelashes. Yeah, he's looking fabulous. He's really cool. I like his arms too. I've drawn the photo that this is taken from, but I can't remember where it is in the show. Head wiggle. Gotta do a little bit extra to make up for the other ones. Oh yeah, going to town. Okay, I've wasted enough time. Now, I know I said that those were the last ones, but hold on. What if I told you I may have been bluffing a little bit? I know, I'm sorry, but I think you'll be happy with what you get to see first. The man, the myth, the legend. I am here. He looks so cool, dude. He's so big, too. This guy is like the size of my torso, for reference. He's got the UA symbol behind him. I've never thought about opening this guy since before coming up with the idea for this video, but that's alright, Deku. I will follow in your footsteps. I'm a little worried about trying to cut at this, so I'm gonna try and pick the sticker off first. We're getting it. We're getting somewhere. Oh, there we go. Oh, push the box a little bit. It's just a little bit though, nobody will notice. Just a tiny bit right there. Unfortunate, but life moves on, and so do we. Oh, I hope you guys like the poses on either side of the box. This is really cool. This is the season 1 like poster art, and then All Might's giving you the Detroit Smash treatment over here. I also don't really like the comic book lines on the front of it. He's seemingly going to be a little bit of a bugger to get out. Someone just fell and spooked me. Bro, can you... Oh, wait, I see why. Okay, hold on. Okay, there's tape. I was too blind to see it. So we got what I think is a standee for him. That's what it looks like. Super Figure Collection, ABY style. If you can read any of that. It's the UA logo, which is pretty cool, I think. But yeah, it has a couple of studs on there, as you can see. So I think that his feet are probably going to implant into that. Come on, All Might, take my hand. Oh, I was gonna say, you would almost think they taped him in there. It's because he has plastic around him. Hold on, I got this. You're free. Like the first movie, he feels very heavy compared to any of the other ones. Bro, it looks bigger in person. What is that? Why does my All Might figure need all of that, bro? That is ridiculous. His abs are also incredibly well defined in person, but he looks so cool. He's definitely supposed to use it as a standee. He's got petals. I really like I'm not really even sure what to call these, just his like arm flare. The boots look cool. They've got, as you can see a little bit, they've got like the ridges as there would be on the bottom of your boots. There's even details for wrinkles on the front of the feet and for his ankles. It's a very nicely detailed figure. This is probably one of the nicer ones that I have. His cheeks are very well defined, just so you're aware. I hope that this is coming across on the camera as good as it is in person. I made sure to get them show accurate. Alright, yeah, that's sick. That is just so cool. I don't really have any other words for it. This is one I'm pretty sure that Deku has in his room, as we can see. I'm not sure if we can see it in Deku's room at his mom's apartment earlier in the show, in Inko's apartment, but we do see it in his dorm room when they have that one episode where they go through everybody's dorms, which is just, yeah, that's really cool to have. He will be going up. I'm not sure where. The box is probably going to stand behind him because he's got comic stuff on it. Like, look at that. That's awesome. I also wanted to show off his facial details a little bit better because Night Eye is a crook for it, and I think they made his eyes maybe a little bit too small, but that's my only thing. His hair is also detailed really well. It's just so cool, man. Ha ha ha. Let's grab the next one. We've got another big one. Oh, I forgot to put the UA thing over there. This one is another My Hero one. I might have a favorite show yet to be determined. I know that's like sarcasm. It is not. This is my Fat Gun one though. He is limited edition. Not like super limited edition, but limited edition at all is just cool to me. He has a big plastic cover over his actual box, so I do try and keep him in shape, and I'm going to try and keep the box in shape decently. Once again, I don't plan on selling him at any point, but this is just one of those ones that I want to have in shape because he's cool. So, open sesame. Looking pretty cool. Now, the moment of truth. Managed to get it out without really damaging it at all. Thank heavens. And he's got two big pieces of plastic around him. So big. He is so cool. He's so big. He's got a decent amount of detail. His head ends a little abruptly, I feel, but I guess we don't really get too many profiles of him, so can't I blame them. His knee pads are very cool. I like the detail in his shoes. I like his logo and his zipper a lot. I wish his hood came forward a little bit more. It feels like it's back there a bit more than what it should be. Only a tiny bit though. It's a little dirty or something, but I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, right there. The coloring is really, really good. I like the position that he's in too. It's a little silly, but stop there. Halt, evildoer. His pants are a little bit lighter than I think they're showing up on camera, but only a little bit. I'm just telling you so that you guys can get a good idea of what he actually looks like. Like I said, he will be going back into the box. Sorry, buddy, but you are staying safe, at least for now. I will not allow my things to go put away improperly. This box is a thicker cardboard than like all of the other ones. We've only got one left for real this time. Not quite best for last. I'm not sure. I think maybe the Fat Gum one was cooler, but I think this one's really cool. The other one might be cooler by other people's standards. I'm not sure. We have a Doc Ock Amazon exclusive. I don't think this one is like technically as cool because it's an Amazon exclusive, but he has a bottom to him, unlike the Fat Gum one. Try to pop him open without causing too much damage. This one also has a thicker cardboard. I think it's probably just a bigger box than he also even has like a top that is a little bit different than a lot of the other ones. Most of the other ones don't do that. Even Fat Gum's, I can show you here, is just the normal blank one. I think that's so you're able to fully appreciate, even when it's in box, the bottom here, so you're able to really see it. Oh, he's a bobblehead. I didn't know that. I've never in my life had a bobblehead within my possession. That, or he's just screwed up. But I think he's telling me no. Anyways, back to the actual thing. Yeah, that's how he's staying in the air, is this clear plastic thing in the back. His arms are very cool. They're maybe not quite as dark as I would like them, but it's still really nice. His glasses, I like the color that they ended up giving him. It meshes pretty well with the rest of his outfit. It's not too bland, not too dark, so it still allows them to stick out. The brick, I think it allows it to click together with other pieces based off of this. This looks like it clicks into something, and if you will look at the back of the box here, then you will see this is one of the Sinister Six, as it says. Oh, I also did not show you this cityscape in the background, which is just kind of cool. It's pretty art. That's very cool. Sorry, I forgot what I was saying entirely. Because he's one of the Sinister Six, it looks like the rest of them also have ground pieces, and so I think that maybe when you bring them together, they will all clip together with these little bits, so that way you can have just one really big collection. And that would be really cool to get someday, but I don't know if I'm ever gonna have the money for that. What do you think? Yeah, I didn't think so either. I'm not sure whether or not to put him back in the box or to leave him out. I think for now, I will leave him out. I might have to move my pom-pom-perine that I have on my desk to fit him up there, though. I think the plan might just be to set him, like I'm gonna do with my All Might figure, put him in front of the box, so that way the background art can still somewhat have the effect that it's supposed to. It could look pretty cool. That's basically it. I'm gonna line them all up on the wall so that I can get either a photo or a video of them for you guys to be able to see them all lined up together and out of their boxes. Okay, so hold on, let me move my microphone to a better spot. Over here we got Snorlax. I told you he was probably gonna take Pom-Pom-Marine's spot, and indeed he did, so now he has to sit over here with the rest of them. And then over here we got All Might. He's standing there in front of my Minecraft guy, or I guess behind. Oh, this frog actually has some really interesting backstory behind it. I went to an anime convention and Jiraiya's voice actor from Naruto was there, and he was giving out little frogs. So I got one, and I got to talk to him, and I got a poster on my wall over there that was signed by him, if you can see it at all. It's the one art where Jiraiya has a popsicle. Fat Gum is still in his sanctuary. We got all the other guys lined up on the windowsill right now. They just look real cool. I don't quite know what I'm gonna do with the boxes yet, but we will get there. That is the end of this video. I do hope that you enjoyed. Let me scoot back a little bit so you can see me in my entirety. I really do hope that you guys enjoyed that video. I enjoyed unboxing all of these, although it did make my stomach feel a little at times. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe, possibly. I am hoping to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, but I don't know how much I really believed we're gonna get there, but I am doing my best to put these videos out, so I'm doing my part. But that has been another video. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, remember to like and subscribe, and if you decide to join in on the next one, you will see me in the next video. Bye guys.